we're on the couch, it's heart to heart time. If you're here searching how to build wealth in your 20s, I want to share everything that helped me. Now I'm 37 years old, just turned 37 last month, so I've got a lot I can pass along. If you're wondering what happened to my tooth, I'm getting an implant done for those who've asked before. But 20s, building wealth, yes. So, you get out of college in your 20s, and what do you do? Did you go to college? Did you skip out on college? Did you immediately jump into the workforce? Whatever you chose to do, college or straight into the workforce, the most important thing you can do, number one, to earn more and to build foundationally in your 20s is build valuable skills. The most important thing you can have are valuable skills. For me in particular, this was sales and marketing. I've done sales and marketing since first grade, really. Started my first business at the age of 11. And that transformationally, understanding sales and marketing has always been what has helped me get my job, whether it be running server tables or doing sales at a software company or doing marketing for small businesses and e-commerce businesses. So learning the skills of sales and marketing, I think, are going to be the most important transformative thing. And you may ask why. Well, sales will always be here. Being likable is sales ultimately. And when you start to learn and understand sales, you understand how to extract and identify people's problems. And when you can hear their problem and pose a solution, you now are worth something to everyone in the marketplace. So sales and marketing is huge. And why I'm starting here with sales and marketing is because if you can do that, you can earn money. Whether it be going to work at a company and your goal is to make, mid six figures, or if you identify a problem in the market, whether it be locally or online, and you say, hey, I want to create this solution, and you create something, you have to be able to sell it and market it. And if you don't have a ton of capital and you're in this growth mode, the best thing you can do is sell that solution to others. So sales and marketing is imperative. Now, more important beyond just earning money, you need to be able to save. You need to have good habits. Whether it be maxing out a Roth IRA or 401k, with like the 7K or 24K a year, or whatever you can do, that's great. But if you put money into a retirement account, is it accessible? Can you use it? Can you compound it and grow it? If you really want to build wealth, it's not the most rational thing to just throw it all into a retirement account and not have it accessible right now. One of the best ways to accelerate growth is reinvesting in yourself. So it's fair to say that by taking education seriously, reading books, learning from others, getting into mentor groups, like investing in your own skills is going to pay you far more than a retirement account. A retirement account earns 8 to 10% a year. By building a great skill, you can increase your yearly income by 20% a year. Now, your retirement account might start with 5 grand in it or whatever, but if you have a skill and you're making 60, 70, 80K, increase that by 20%, 80K, that's $96,000. You increase that again by 20%, you're looking at almost 20,000. You're almost at 120K yearly. So building skills is very important for accelerating wealth in your 20s. Now, your 20s is very much about, having fun, enjoying life, yes, but at the same time, while I'm successful in life and I'm very happy with where I am, the one thing I had wished I had done was just double down on building skills, because I had a great job. I did wonderfully for the last, 10 to 12 years. I've just worked in marketing, growing other people's businesses. And now, after making many other people multimillionaires by marketing them and scaling them, I'm thinking about, how do I do this for myself? I want to actually, I've done this for everyone else. I want to do it for me. I want to take care of my family and make more. So I'm thinking about, how to start businesses, scale businesses, and do all of these things. And it's imperative, going back to the retirement piece, to invest in yourself, set money aside and start a business, like learn the ropes. You can start an e-commerce business pretty easily. You can, if you've never heard of the term arbitrage, a lot of people like flipping things. Go to Walmart, go to Amazon, scan it. Can you sell it for more somewhere else? Start an eBay store, buy things and sell them on eBay and collect the profit. That's a great way to not only learn, how to think about money and how to run a business. You got to deal with shipping and all of this, but you can learn operations. You can learn what a profit and loss statement is. You can have your own balance sheet. That's very important to cut your teeth and get yourself in the mix, because not doing anything is just going to keep you as an employee, thinking, operating, and just working for someone 40 hours a week. Like on the weekends, find 5 items that you want to sell, list them on eBay, go through that process, experience the P&L. Now, we covered a few things. We covered building important skills in your 20s. It's an absolute must. So then investing in yourself and compounding them, and then practical practice, like do it yourself, get some practical practice under your belt. The more important thing for all of this, though, is consistency. So many people start doing something and quit. 90% of podcasters quit and they don't make it past 20 something podcasts. YouTubers, if you look at Mr. Beast, he had to do consistently for like 7 to 10 years and then he blew up. The band Coldplay, they played for 4 or 5 years before they were even known or heard. Most people are not consistent. Most people quit. We live in a world where everyone wants positive affirmation immediately and like results now. It doesn't happen that way. You've heard the term overnight success. No one's an overnight success. The most important thing you can be is consistent. It's like eating healthy. You're going to the gym. If you don't have the habit every day, you're going to fail. You're going to lose. So you should be excited because most people are quitters. Most people don't stay consistent. Most people don't have what it takes to win. Most people, for lack of a better word, are losers. So if you're watching this far in, you're a winner. Like, you have a desire to learn, because the best thing you can do is build skills, deeply invest in yourself to further those skills, and then go after the practical application, take action. Because you could watch YouTube videos all day, and if you don't take action, you're not doing anything. You can talk to your friends, but is your life getting better? No. Is your whole identity around ego with friends and talking about it? No. I'd assume you want to change your life. You want to do better, so do it, right? All that being said, building wealth in your 20s is foundationally going to set you up in your 30s. Because if you can build wealth in your 20s, invest in yourself, save, and build a nest egg, build a war chest, if you will, now in your 30s, you can actually take a risk and go out and start businesses. Sure, you can go raise VC capital and, have someone seed invest your business. And if you're not privy to what that means or know what that means, it's you go and raise money from someone. They give you money and they invest in your business, but you might give up 20% of the equity, 30% of the business, whatever. Do you want to give up ownership in the business or do you want to bootstrap it yourself? Things to consider, If you can bootstrap a business and start it yourself slowly over the weekends, you can, within a couple of years, potentially have something huge. So consider, do I want to invest in this myself and do it all myself, or do I want to go raise capital and give up equity? And now you kind of are working for someone else. So there's a lot of options, but in your 20s, build the skills, invest in yourself, build a war chest, compound those skills. And in your 30s, take it a step further and get going. It's not until people are in their 40s and 50s that they actually earn the most in their life. Believe it or not, statistically, people on average make the most in their late 40s and 50s and going into retirement. It's because you built these skills over time. You've learned how to create value and you're doing transformative things that help beyond the average person. Lastly, do not stay in minimum wage. If you're a minimum wage worker or making, 20, 25 an hour, you have to build new skills. Your goal should be immediately to get to where you can make 40, 50 plus dollars an hour. You have to. So the biggest thing you can do if you're working for a minimum wage job, it's typically a larger organization, like a corporation or maybe like a local company. Seek out and find out the things that are most important to that company. Go back to the original training they gave you. Study that handbook in and out and understand the principles that help that company grow to where they are. Take those principles, go to the next company or go build those skills. Master those things that made that company big and well known, because it's always standard operating procedures and core values and key characteristics of a company that make them lovable by the market, that delight customers. If you can master those at every company you go, learn them in and out and live them, you will become very valuable to your next organization. Last word, I know we're getting close to 10 minutes here. Be encouraged and be excited by the fact that most people are quitters. That makes the job easier for you, because think about this. YouTube videos, if I get you guys to watch 5 minutes, I'm winning in YouTube's eyes and the algorithm recommends me. Just like that, in the workforce, 80% of people quit before the halfway point. The more you stay at it, the more factually there are people quitting and falling off. It's like running a marathon. If you don't quit, you're likely to win. And believe it or not, most of these entrepreneurs out there, most of these small businesses I've marketed for the last 10 to 12 years, they're average Joes. They're not genius. They are just consistent. They show up every day and they are relentless in their pursuit. So be relentless in your pursuit, be excellent, build those skills, reinvest. And if you need anything, I'm here for you. Say hey in the comments, like, subscribe, all that stuff. It really helps me. And connect with me on Twitter or LinkedIn. I'd love to hear from you. Bye.